Good evening and welcome to the world famous bench outside the world famous Fleece Inn. Cheers, how are you tonight? Quite a short but punchy show for you this evening. I was struck by the fact that yet again Channel 4 have repeated Four in a Bed. You'll be able to see a few pictures of me with the group there, which is for the Cardinals hat over in Worcester. Where I was known, became known as the cuddly Bear. I'm not maybe quite as cuddly as I was a few years ago, but there we go. And then a rather lovely, tasteful photograph of me there in the bath. Isn't that astounding? Special treat there. And finally, demonstrating that everybody likes a little bit of sausage in the morning. So there you go. It was on Channel 4 today, so you've missed it. It'll probably be on again in about 3 months' time. A lot of stuff about double dipping, and I think perhaps those people who were moaning about double dipping were actually about 3 years ahead of their time, maybe in today's world. But there we are. So we're going to move swiftly on to our lovely friend Sue Appleby. I mentioned her yesterday. Sent us a number of videos of her round and about on the Appleby farm. You'll remember Tom. We did an interview with Tom yesterday. There was a request for more interviews with Tom from one or two of our viewers. We'll see what we can do. You know who I'm talking about, don't you? Maybe you don't. So here's Sue. Anyway, talking about Allan's barn, the very famous around these parts, at least, Allan's barn.
Over there is Allan's barn, and it's called that because it was said that a gander brigands called Allan and his mates robbed the old lady at Brepton Hall and killed her, and the villagers lynched them and hung them from the rafters of this barn. Back with you then.
Oh wow, there you go. Thank you. That's always fascinated me as Allan's barn, actually, because I tried to get in there once, but it's full of corn drying equipment because it's quite an ancient structure. One of a number of interesting Brepton lynchings and other activities which we could report to. The dogs now. What's the matter? Yeah. Okay, so moving on from whining dogs to calves and Sue's mignette about calves.
This little fellow was born earlier on today and has now got up on his feet nicely. Looks as if he's had something to drink as well. And there's one very proud mum.
Come here.
I'm back with you now.
Sit. Very good. Stay there. Very good. Spike has sent us a picture as part of the Welsh Wash series, the Welsh Watch series, of his house. Tavern, come here. Sit. Sit. Of his house, and I believe it might just be raining in Wales. Might just be raining in Wales. Do we have that?
Yeah.
We do. There you go. Thank you for your house picture there, Spike. And yeah, so Spike's watching. Hi Michelle, how are you doing? And next up, you will recall us discussing Sarah's chicks, that lovely photograph she sent. And we have sad news. One of them, unfortunately, is no longer with us. But the other one is still there.
Hey, baby.
That's mine.
Hey, baby. Hello. Mommy's here. Wakey, wakey. Hello. You sleepy? Sleepy, sleepy. Chicks. Chicks. Back with you, Nudge.
Well, thank you. And also we've got some photographs to share that Sarah has sent along as part of the Blossom Watch series. Her apple tree, and also her first peony is out, which has the flower itself has the name Molly the Witch. So there you go. Do you name your first flower of the season? That's an interesting point. Oh, happy Santa Day to Angela. How are we? Hi Anya. The next we've got our fleecy friends, four-legged fleecy friends. Do you see that title of this section? Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? We've got Izzy in a tutu, which is dressed by Poppy. Well done, Poppy. Beautiful dog dressing there. Is he in a tutu or isn't he? And Sully. Well, Sully is Brepton's biggest dog. Has been awarded that particular prize. Brepton's biggest dog. Also Brepton's most slavery dog by a million miles. But thank you for sending that one in to us. And Ted, who is Andy Canning. Andy Canning is Ted is Andy Canning's dog. Sorry, and Andy Canning is part of the Triumph TR register, who meet here once a month, or will be meeting here once a month again. And it reminds me of an amazingly funny joke, which goes, or statement, which goes along the lines of, if it's a sunny day, let the dog do the driving and put your head out the window. Anyway, right.
What do you think, Tav?
Just to remind you, we've got our quiz again on Monday, and tomorrow is Primrose Day, so we'll be talking about Primrose Day, a very important day in the life of the Fleece Inn. Cheers. And we were going to end our very brief Fleece TV this evening with an interview and chat with our good friend Graham Knights. And Graham would normally be here leading our Sing in the Spring weekend, which would have been this weekend. Well, unfortunately not. He is, however, doing a sing around tonight later on, which I'm hoping to join. We did do a bit of videoing earlier of him with a song and etc. But unfortunately, it needs a little bit of tidying up due to a few technical errors, or issues rather, not errors, issues with the filming it, and the lack of commitment of Android and iPhone to work together. So that'll be tomorrow. We hope, all being well. And I'm just in lieu of that, I'm going to finish last night's song. While Tash makes a circle with her finger. Yeah. No
Graham's Witcher circles.
Oh yes, very good, thank you. So yeah, here's a picture of Graham. Graham just couldn't stand not being here, sitting by the fire with the witch's circle. So this is his little Fleece Inn fire with witch's circles to boot. He says he hopes that Guinness never find out that he got that barrel to make his fire with. There we go. We'll go with. I'll try and go with this song again, which goes something along the lines of this. She was such a fine lass, I would not be said. If I had me time to come again, I never would be wed. Her cousin Billy came to stay, and he were quite a spark. But there was something wrong with him, he was afraid of the dark. He couldn't sleep alone at night, that's what me missus said. So I slept downstairs on settee, and them upstairs in bed. And she was such a fine lass, I would not be said. If I had me time to come again, I never would be wed. When I came home from work one day, her brother he were there. She said he were a brother, but I really didn't care. I didn't mind her brother lying there on our settee. But why he'd taken his clothes off, I really couldn't see. For she was such a fine lass, I would not be said. If I had me time to come again, I never would be wed. If I had me time to come again, I never would be wed. Thank you, and good night from Fleece TV.